Take a slow breath in. Allow your attention to settle. Let the pace of your thoughts slow slightly. Now imagine you are part of a discussion about a strategy that was introduced some time ago. It might be a project that has been running for months, a product direction that leadership approved earlier, or a decision that required significant effort to launch. At the time, the reasoning made sense. The opportunity looked promising. Resources were committed. The team moved forward. Now the group is meeting again to review progress. The results are mixed. Some aspects are working. Other parts are not producing the outcomes that were expected. The conversation begins carefully. People describe what has gone well. They mention the challenges in measured language. Gradually, someone introduces a new idea, a possible adjustment to the strategy, perhaps a different direction that might work better. The room becomes thoughtful, but then something interesting happens. One person responds quickly. They explain why the current direction should continue. They emphasize the reasoning behind the original decision. They describe why the adjustment may not be necessary. Their tone is confident, yet you notice something beneath the surface. The conversation is no longer only about the strategy. It may also be about the earlier decision itself. If the direction changes too quickly, it could suggest the original choice was mistaken. You pause and observe the moment. Situations like this appear often in organizations. Decisions are not only technical, they are also connected to identity. When someone helped create a strategy, changing that direction can feel like questioning their judgment. So resistance sometimes appears even when new information is visible. Instead of confronting the earlier decision directly, you shift the conversation slightly. You say calmly, "It might help to look at what the results are teaching us." The room becomes quieter. You continue. Which parts of the strategy seem to be working best so far? People begin describing the successes, the areas where the approach has created value. Then you add another question. And where are we seeing signals that something could improve? Now the conversation moves toward learning rather than defending. People begin discussing the results more openly. The focus shifts away from whether the earlier decision was right or wrong. Instead, the discussion becomes about how the strategy can evolve. Take another slow breath. Notice how the atmosphere in the room has changed. At first, the conversation was quietly protecting the past decision. But once the focus moved toward what the results are revealing, the discussion became easier. You recognize something important about moments like this. Strategies rarely succeed exactly as they were first imagined. They evolve through observation and adjustment. And when the conversation becomes about learning rather than defending, better decisions often follow.